Namaskar or Adab. I am Dr. Sara from Indra IVF, Dadar, Mumbai. I welcome you all today to a small discussion, not about a medical problem or a treatment, but rather a very practical problem from your point of view, from the patient's point of view. Let us talk about the first step in your IVF treatment journey. Let us talk about the most crucial decision you will make in your journey of treatment. Let us talk about how will you select a good IVF center. How to select a good IVF center. Has anybody helped you on this topic? You must have read many things about a medical problem or a treatment, but not about what one should keep in mind to select a good IVF center. But before we begin with our topic, let us not forget to remember the precautions. The precautions that remembering that the pandemic is not yet over. Remember to use your mask whenever you venture out. Remember that the mask should not only be placed below your chin, but just cover the structures from above your nose to your mouth to below your chin. Only if a mask is placed in the right way will it be helpful. Do not forget your hand hygiene. Do not forget to wash your hands as frequently as possible or use sanitizers. Do not forget that social gatherings are still to be avoided. Socializing is not essential. Your health is. Remember that these are not just precautions, but a new way of our lives. Talking about this, let us turn towards what we are here for, to talk about our topic, how to select a good IVF center. Remember, in a good IVF center requires a good doctor also. A doctor is like the sailor of your ship. Your ship will only sail if the sailor is good. I've seen many times that the patients come from various doctors, visiting their nearby doctors, carrying files from either Ayurvedic doctors or plain MBBS doctors, and perceive that they have taken treatment. Remember, just not treatment, but a right treatment is essential. Now, this is the branch of super specialty and subspecialty. A MBBS or a plain gynac cannot tell you about what is actually required. We need to visit a IVF center who are doing current IVF cycles, who know and who are experts in the field of infertility to provide you advice for the same. Another very important thing is the doctor's communication skills. The doctor should be able to explain the most complicated science of IVF into a non-technical and a layman language. You have to know what is happening to your body. You have to know how the treatment plan what the treatment plan will consist of. So your doctor should have the right communication skills, should have the apt language to convey you what treatment is required, how the course of treatment will be, what will be done, what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages. Since we all know that IVF is not a 100% guaranteed procedure, one should know what is your individualized success rate. One should know what is the next option if the treatment fails. You should have such a rapport with your doctor that you should be able to discuss all the advantages as well as the disadvantages of your treatment. The doctor should be conveyed of what your queries are. You should develop a comfort zone with your doctor. Hence, a doctor's communication skills become extremely important. If you are not comfortable in telling your problems, in telling your queries, or in telling your doubts to your doctor, the whole treatment will be very uncomfortable. And later on, you will always have queries or doubts. Second comes a very transparent system. It is definitely the responsibility of the doctor to keep the entire process very transparent. You, from the beginning of the treatment, should be made aware of how your course of treatment will be, as well as the entire documentation. If one is going for an IVF in the next cycle, then one should be told how many are the expected eggs, what quality of eggs were retrieved, how many were retrieved, how was the quality of the embryos formed, and how many are going to be transferred. You should be aware of every single procedure which happens. Secondly, all these information should be well documented so that you have all the previous records even if you visit a next center later. And thirdly, the other patient's feedback becomes extremely important. You have to know what are the feedback of the patients who have already undertaken treatment at that center. Were they satisfied with the doctor? How were the otherwise success rates? You should know how to interact with the others who have taken treatment and how was the experience. It is the doctor's efforts which gets converted into the patient satisfaction. So, I would say do not go to the nearest doctor or the most available doctor. Go to a center which has a qualified doctor with the optimum skills and expertise to give you the right advice and guide you the best way. Let us come to the selection of your center. Your IVF center is like this ship in which you're going to sail to your destination. Thus, selecting the right center becomes extremely important too. You have to select the center knowing the background of its success rates. As we all know that the IVF lab is the heart of a center. A good IVF center will obviously have a good laboratory. The embryology laboratory or the lab of a center should be able to provide you the basic as well as the advanced services. You should be able to ask your doctor whether they provide the basic services, whether day 3 transfers or day 5 transfers called blastocyst will be done in your case, whether they provide advanced services like laser assisted hatching or pre-genetic screening. Pre-genetic screening or pre-genetic diagnosis is done in indicated cases like advanced age, maternal age, or even in indicated cases like previous history of any affected babies. You should always inquire whether these advanced services are available. You should always inquire whether the center is doing batch IVF or has current ongoing stimulations. Many centers do batch IVF and do not have in-house embryologist. You should always keep in mind to research about these topics. Thus, if a lab of a center is good, the results automatically gets converted into good. Coming to the other important aspects like the financial aspect. One should always know what is the financial program of the center, how much is the cost of the IVF treatment they are offering you. You should always ask the doctor as well as the center about the entire cost, the tentative cost. What are the hidden costs? What are the costs which can possibly arise at the end of the treatment? You should always also ask if there is any financial assistance given by the center. Since IVF is an expensive treatment, it's very difficult to bear the entire cost. Are there any facilities of EMI or any assistance available? How is the money or how is the cost going to be borne by the couple? Is it in installments or do they take it together? All these questions will just help you to become more clear in your choices of the IVF center. Remember, you are the best judge. But a good center and a good doctor will help you sail all your queries. I hope my information about the center as well as the doctor could help you a bit in making the right choice. The first important decision of a right center can make the journey more easier and more comfortable. Thank you.